Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome, Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Yes, guys. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Yes, guys. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. If you're just tuning in, guys, give the live a thumbs up, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Yeah, thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate it. How you doing, Barbara? How you doing? Well, the topic today, what you wanna talk about? What you wanna talk about? How you doing, Blake? How you doing? Good morning. Topic is rain outside. Rain outside. I was supposed to go on the road to run a few errands before I actually go to work, but it's raining out there, so you know, it's just one of those days, where I just feel like I just changed my mind, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go on live for a little bit until I'm ready to actually go to work, because it's just one of those things. Yesterday was beautiful out there, and today is raining. I don't understand this weather. Like one day it's nice, and then the next minute again it's you know. So Barbara is asking, how are you and where are you from? I am from actually I am living in Canada now, but I am actually from Jamaica, you know. But I actually migrated to Canada, several years ago. So I live in Canada right now, Barbara, if that's answer your question. No, I am not American. No, I am Canadian. I am a Canadian, but I was born in Jamaica. So Jamaican Canadian. And where are you from, Barbara? Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Tune into the live, guys. Tune into the live. If you join the live, guys, just give the live a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Give the live a thumbs up. Yes, it does. Like this time of year, we're currently we are just getting out of winter. We're in spring. So right now we are experience like they always says April showers bring May flowers. So we're actually in spring right now. So yeah, we get a lot of rain right now, and just to make sure that the grasses and the trees and everything is starting to bloom and start to turn back green again. But yes, we do get a lot of rain and we get a lot of snow, especially snow here, and it's cold in the winter time. It's not cold right now, it's just raining. We get over that hump of the coolness. So Barbara says England. Oh, London, England. Okay, okay. Perfect, perfect. Thank you so much for tuning into the live. I really appreciate it. We are about to enter into summer. Yes, so are we, right? So I don't know if you know, Barbara, that Canada and England, we rule like the Queen. We still underneath the Queen of England. Like So yes, we are kind of the same, and I think Jamaica, I think call it monarchy, if I'm not mistaken. Blake, if you're still on the live, yeah, yeah. So yeah, we're like, I would say, what would I say now? Like we rule underneath the Queen, basically still, So yeah, so I always want to go to the UK. Yeah, yeah, that is true. Yes, 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 it is, it is. It is just one of those things, right? Where I think Jamaica is the same thing too, right? Um, and a few of the Caribbean islands also, I think. I know the only one, like I know US, the United States is not a part of it, but I know Canada it is. Oh yeah, yeah, yes. I realize. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, the king. Yeah, but yes. There is a history. There's a history behind Canada and UK. And this was when I become a Canadian citizen. I have to do a exam, like a history exam, and the history of Canada, right? And that's how I actually get to know that Canada actually rule underneath the Queen, because or England or the Queens or whatever the case might be, right? It was back, I forgot the year. It's been like 20 something years now since I did that exam, but I know for sure there was a war between, I think it was between the US and Canada, and the Queen sent their army over to Canada to help Canada in that war that was going on between Canada and US. Was way back, I think in the 40s or something like that, if I'm not mistaken, or 50s. You know, I kind of rusty on my history right now because I don't really practice it anymore like I used to. But yes, so that's how it's like you said, it's like a trade basically. Okay, I will send you help, but we want to be a part of your country. So I guess that was signed years and years and years ago. So yes, and we still rule underneath the Queen same way, still, you know. So Barbara said, I just discover a pasta in who is this? Um Discover a pastor. Jennings. No, I never heard of him. I never heard of him, Barbara, for some reason. I don't know. Um, I don't know that pastor. I don't. I'm not that religious, put it that way. I believe in God, but I don't really like go to church and like that. Like some people, I do go to church once in a while, but not like every Sunday or Saturday or whenever time they have church. Like I don't go every time. But yeah. So yes, Barbara said he's a great preacher. Yeah, I am not. So very true, you're absolutely. Blake says, I'm still here. I was on a call, so you can repeat what you were saying. Yeah, we're talking about England and Canada, that we rule underneath the Queen still here in Canada, right? We would answer to them, put it that way, are just like how Jamaica and the British and them are still the anarchy, or they whatever they want to call it, right? I know Jamaica recently is trying to get out of it, and go republic or whatever they want to call it there, but yeah, Canada is still. So I would just explain to Barbara, when I become a Canadian citizen, I think it was like 20 something years ago, I have to do an exam on the history of Canada. And that's how I learned how or why we still rule underneath the British. And it was back in, I think I think it was in the 18 something. I forgot the exact year, but I know it was in the 1800s, where Canada and US were in a war. They were fighting against each other. It was way back in the days. It's a part of history. And so the British, I guess the Canada government back then, asked for help from the British. So remember, the British Army was one of the hugest, biggest army that you can possibly think of back then. Like, it was huge. So they asked for help, and then they come and help the Canadian people, or the Canadian, and they actually beat the US, right, in that war back then, right? And I think Canada was the only country that ever went into a battle with the US and won, right? And that was years and years ago, like I'm talking way before my time, way before my mom time, like was way back, you know. So yes, so that's what the topic we were talking about, Blake, that yeah, it's just one of those things, where, a little bit of history. Because Barbara, she's from the UK, right? So Barbara, an American but great pastor, a powerful messenger. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of pastors out there, and preachers and ministers or whatever. Yeah, they're very powerful. But as I said, Barbara, I don't really um um I would say that type of person, believe it or not. As I said, I try to stay away from um, from being get cross, like I was saying, the crossfire with being religious or whatever. As I said, I do believe in God, and I know there's a creator that created heaven and earth. I don't know where heaven is, but I know I'm on earth right now. But and I do believe there's a creator. you know um I grew up in a Christian home when I was a kid. You know, I go to church sometime, not all the time, you know, but I wish I could go more, you know, but unfortunately, sometime, you know, life grab us by the foot that we can't move, you know. But yeah. So Barbara says he is an American. Okay, he's American pastor. And I forgot I should have asked you first if you are a Christian. Well, I would, as I said, I am not a Christian. I am not Catholic. I am basically nothing. But I believe there is a creator. You know, there is. I believe in God. You know, you know, but I wouldn't brand myself as a Christian or a Catholic or whatever the case might be. You know, I don't want to cross, be in the crossfire of any religious belief or whatever the case might be. I just believe that, and believe it or not, I will go to any church. If I get up tomorrow morning and I said, you know, you know, Sunday or Saturday or whatever, and the nearest church to me or whatever I feel like I want to go, I go. You know, because everybody is saying the same thing but in different way, you know, and your belief is different from another person belief. Oh, how you doing, Martis? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live. Welcome. Yeah. So Barbara is saying, okay, so Jamaica had independent around the beginning of the middle of this 16. I think it was in 1962. Yeah, 1962 Jamaica got independent. Yeah. So yeah, that's I if I'm yeah 1962 I think I think Blake is on the live, and I think Blake is in Jamaica, and I know Blake is a little bit older than me, so she would probably have an idea of how it works. So Marty say hello everyone, and Marty says, "Dear family, hello." Marty says, "How are you?" I'm doing good, Marty. I'm doing good. It was unexpected live. I was supposed to go on the road to run some errand and do something before I go to work, and then it started to rain, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? I don't feel like get out, you know, so I would go tomorrow morning, you know, and get it done. So yeah, so I say, you know what? I'm gonna kill some time and come on the live for a little bit, and before I get ready to work, right? So yeah, so that's why I do jump on the live here. So Mark is in here my work. No, okay, yeah. I remember I was just on your live and you were saying that you gotta go after work. No, but thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. You know, really appreciate it. And Barbara says, never mind, the Lord will always be with you if you want him to be with you. Yeah, man. I will ask him, man. Then as I said, I believe. I believe. Yeah, understand? I believe. And that there is a God, you know. And but the thing about it is, as I said, I don't have a set religion. As I said, I grew up in a Christian home. My mom is a Christian, right? My dad was, I at least I think, you know, because he used to go to church with my mom, you know, but I don't know if he was or not. He just go because my mom made him go, you know. But yeah, we actually grew up that way in Jamaica. So, you know, and I would say probably 95% of Jamaica, or 85% is Christian, you know. So yeah, it's just one of those things. But I don't really like discussing religious stuff, because people get so really uptight in 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 religious stuff. That's why I don't really like talk about it. As I said, Barbara, just to show you, I always have my Bible right here. You understand? And I always open to a Psalms. So I always read my Bible, and I always pray to God, right? So I don't really have to go to a church, or I have to go into a chapel or whatever to praise God or to worship. You understand? I can do it in the own privacy of my own home, right? And I think this is where a lot of people get misconcept about it. Like they have to go to a church. How you doing, Archie? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, brother. Welcome, welcome to my life. Really appreciate it, Archie. Really appreciate it. Thumbs up. Yes, thank you, thank you. Share, stream. Thank you so much. You know, thank you, Archie. Really, really appreciate that you could join my live. You know, really appreciate it, bro. You know, thank you. I seen that you're doing your live stream. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Hazel. Hazel Eyes, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome, sis. Welcome to my live. You know, I will give you uh a jacket here that you can interact with the rest of the people in the comment section there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sis, for joining. I really appreciate it. You know, so Hazel Eye says, DS hi. And Hazel Eye says, like done. Thank you for the like and the thumbs up. I really appreciate it, you know. And if you guys can share out the live, I would really, really appreciate it. So yeah, we had a topic going here this morning. Like it's kind of funny. I had Barbara here with me from the UK, and she brought up this topic and was asking me if I am religious or not, and I try to explain to her that I never try to be in the crossfire of a religious belief. You know, I try to stay moderate with the whole religious thing. You know, because people get so really, I would say, um, emotional about religious or what they believe is. Every each to their own. You know, I respect all, and I'm gonna say it bold and clear. I respect all of the religious belief, whether you're a Christian, Catholic, Buddha, you name it. I respect every single one of them. If you're a Jehovah Witness, Seventh-day Adventist, you know, I respect all of them. You know, so yes, I seen that you guys are interacting with each other here. Um, Blake is saying hi, hey Archie, and Archie is saying yes, don't share stream. Um, Blake says blessing Hazel, and Hazel says big up yourself, and Archie is saying hey Hazel, and in the life Hazel is saying in the life of in the life blessing, and Archie he's saying Archie hey. So yes, so that's what the whole thing about. You know, I don't really believe in it, believe it or not, for people to judge other people or don't like this person because they're this or they're that, because at the end of the day it's each to them own. You know, everybody have their own belief. My belief cannot be your belief, and your belief cannot be my belief. You know, because we're different human being. We have different mindset and what we do in life and what we believe in life. Because I learned this over the years that I'm in Canada here. Canada is a very multicultural country where we accept in Canada here people from all over the world, different background, different religion set. That's basically the type of country that Canada is. We're mainly like a peacekeeping country. You know, we don't judge. You know, no, whether you're on another side, you know, you like this person, or if we don't judge people. We don't, you know, because everybody believe in what they believe in. Everybody do whatever they want to do, and I never pass no judgment on no one, because I don't like a person to cast any judgment on me, even because of the color of my skin. When I come into a different country, I was welcome, right? And a lot of people face that when they go overseas or they go to a different country, people will try to, pass some not so pleasant remark about them and they get offended, you know. I learned this over the years, over 25 years or more, or since I've been in Canada here. I learned how to adapt and accept, right? And this is the way how Canada had curved me into that way, that don't take certain things offensive, because yes, you're gonna find people out there that is mean and rude, but you just don't pay them any mind. You just, I know, as I said before, everybody have a different opinion and everybody have different feeling, you know. But I learned not to pay them any mind, you know, because at the end of the day is, if you do that, then you're gonna drive yourself crazy. People gonna always say things about you, even if they not, if no matter how much you do, right? They're gonna always find something to say. So that's why just be yourself and tell yourself that no matter what people say about you, you're not living for them, you're living for you, or you're living for you and your family, you know? So yeah, man. So yes, Barbara, I don't have any belief in say that I am a Christian or Catholic or Protestant or Pentecostal, or you name the religion, them that's out there. I wouldn't put a finger. All I can say that I was growing up in a Christian home. you know Blake says, this I'm going to this school, so I will do a replay. No worries, no worries, Blake. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate that you could stop by and show your love and support. And thank you so much. Thank you, and take care on the road and be safe. Um, when you're out there. So yeah, and we catch up another time. I know you're always on my life, so we'll catch up. So his life says, true, just be yourself. And a real thing. You have to just be yourself, because if if you're gonna live your life for what other people say or what other people think of you, trust me, you would grow a lot of gray hair, and you would always wonder, I wanted this person, like the shirt that I have on. I wanted this person, you know, like my hairstyle, or this or that, right? And it get frustrating. So you're living for that person. You're not living for yourself. People gonna talk. If you have a hole in your shirt, they're gonna say, oh, why does he have a hole in his shirt? But maybe they doesn't know that you have 20,000 shirt in your closet that's brand new that you don't even wear. But you just a down to earth person. Just be yourself. Just be you. And that's the most important thing. Once you be yourself, that's the most important thing. Don't be like others, and don't try to be like what I try to do what others are doing. Do you, and do whatever you like, and whatever you feel free to do, you do it. So a real thing, man. I will shoot you a message on IG. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. Send me a message, cause you still me that tell us if you shout out to me on IG, cause I would say show up me tomorrow. Cause tomorrow me a thing there. Me I go up on live 11 o'clock tomorrow. I actually I haven't premiered it yet. I supposed to put up on my community page. I haven't as yet. But I was doing some promotion on it. to go live tomorrow at 11. So yeah, you may want to tune in for that live. I think it may be a big one and it could be a small one. I don't know. I just go on live and people just come on, like, but yeah, that's the way how I do it. Right now I got 5 people in on the live right now, and there's times I got 3,000, 2,000. It all depends, and the way how I promote it, and let people know. As I said, this one is unexpected. I just was supposed to run on the road to grab something for the baby, but I said to myself, you know what, no, I'm just gonna just make one leave and just go to work, and that's it. So tomorrow I can, grab it for the baby. It's not really in like emergency that I have to get it today. But I always try to keep everything in stock, just in case. So yes, okay. I hope and trust the Wi-Fi don't fail me. So yeah, his life said, well said, DS. Yeah, man, a real thing. And Blake said, hopefully the Wi-Fi doesn't fail me. Yeah, man, if the Wi-Fi at work, yeah, man, this tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. in the morning, and then after the live, then you can show up me on IG, and then me you can talk on IG if you want to talk on IG. Cause me done tell you nothing already say. A lot of people ask me say how me I grow the channel so fast and this and that and whatever. So yes, if I can give people tips and advice and tell them what to do or whatever, right, how to promote their channel, because YouTube is like, it's like a business. You understand? And it just like you'd have a store, or you would have any business place out there, and you're selling a product, and you have to be a good salesman to promote your product. As a small YouTuber, I have to spread my wings and go there, go on a bigger platform and convince people. Maybe what I'm talking about on my live, right? Maybe a lot of people were in the bush right now and listen, but what I'm talking about is not no interest to them, because that's not what they want to hear, right? So they will skip through the live, even though I subscribe to them, and they even subscribe to me too, but they have their favorite, so they will skip through it, right? And go to somebody, are they still in the bush listening? But at the end of the day is, right, if you want to grow it, you can grow it. There's nothing wrong. You just have to promote it, right? But I will talk to you off here, Blake. I will talk to you off here. No worries, and take care of yourself. And the Wi-Fi gonna be okay, man. It's gonna be okay. So yes, guys. So yeah, man, just be yourself, guys. Just always be yourself, and don't live your life for another person, or anybody. It would just like a person would be in a relationship, and when they're in a relationship, you met your significant partner, right? Your significant partner have their own ways, and you have your own ways, right? So you gonna change for that person, for your significant partner? Are your significant partner gonna change for you? Trust me, there's nothing, there is nobody can tell me that your significant partner, if the significant partner have a ways in them, are certain things about them, they're gonna change for you. The thing that they're gonna do, they're gonna compromise, because they want a relationship to work. They're gonna compromise, and they're gonna bend it a little bit, and they're gonna say, okay, you know what? If I used to go to the club, for instance, every Saturday night, right? I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm gonna go once in a while. I will try to convince my significant partner to come with me at least once a month. You understand? But she's still doing it, but in a different way, like she compromised because she doesn't want to make it look um so obvious. She doesn't want to make it look so obvious to go in every weekend. She just say, oh, I want to go once. So everybody was born with their ways and their mindset of what they do. And you're gonna say something change. Or they will say, oh, a person change you or this or that. Not that it can't happen. It can happen. But in the back of their mind, it's still there, whatever they were used to doing. And it would just snap just like that, and it will go back to the same regular ways that you were. I always says it's called. That's why then says in a relationship, we do a lot of compromising in a relationship. Barbara says, unfortunately, I move into a neighborhood where all the neighbors come out their homes and same time and return back home at the same time. Would you say that it is bit strange? What you mean? Like then leave out of them house and go to they go to work the same time and then I'll come back in the same time. I don't understand like how can you be a little bit more specific, Barbara? Yes, guys. Give the live a thumbs up. His live said, please give the eyes the live a thumbs up. Yes, guys. Yes, Barbara. I'm trying to understand why you just text a while ago. Like, unfortunate, I move into a neighborhood where all the neighbors come out their homes the same time and return back home the same time. I would you say that is a bit strange? So okay, you move into the neighborhood and then all the neighbor them comes out of their house looking who is moving in the neighborhood, and then they return back into their house. Okay. No, I wouldn't say that's strange. I wouldn't say that's strange because to me, we in Canada here, we have a thing we call neighborhood watch, right? And your neighbors and whosoever is in that community or whatever, they protect a neighborhood, in case of theft and break-ins and all that stuff. So they want to see who is moving into that house. Yeah, we want to see because we're curious who is moving in there. It could be I would even say it, and it could be a serial this or whatever, right? So we want to see who is that person. So I wouldn't say it's strange, believe it or not, but each for their own belief. Maybe you think it's strange, right? And that's your personal belief and that's your opinion, but I don't think it's strange, and they behave like uh no, I don't know. Like I don't really know how to put it because you will find, don't get me wrong, you will find neighborhoods where okay, I'll put it this way here. I used to live into this neighborhood one time. I would say probably about 15 years ago, right? And Nice neighborhood. I would say upscale neighborhood. Um, you know, and I sold that house, right? And when I met my wife and then they came to Canada to live now, I was showing my wife, said that I used to own that house there, right? And believe it or not, when I drive through the neighborhood, I didn't see nobody. The next thing I know, the cop had trailed me, like follow me and stop me. Said somebody had called that they seen a strange car in the neighborhood, right? So this is what I'm talking about, um, neighborhood watch, right? It does work. You know, wishing I explained to the officer what I was doing there, you know, and I told the officer that I used to live there. And even when I told the officer that I was living there, that I used to live there, he looked at me strange, right? Because he is looking at me in a different way, like, how can you afford a house like that in that neighborhood when there is doctors, lawyers, pilot, you name it in that? How can you afford a house in that neighborhood? Luckily, there was a police officer, lady police officer, I wouldn't even say her name, heard the call when dispatch had called the officers, right? And she showed up and she reached out and said, hello, neighbor, how you doing? Right? And the other officer that were talking to me and was running my license plate and he was taking my driver's license and all that stuff, he turned around and looked at the other lady officer like weird, like, how do you know this guy? And when the officer actually called me by my real name, that's when he returned back my driver's license to me and said, you have a nice day, sir. So this is what I'm trying to say to you, Barbara. Where intimidation, racist come on, judgmental about me, it doesn't really bother me anymore. So you live your life as Colin. No matter what people want to say, if they want to peek through their blind and look at you when you're going in and coming out, don't pay them any mind. It may be strange, yes, for them to take a look at you while you're moving in or whatever the case might be. Yeah, because you're strange in the neighborhood. So yeah, they want to find out who it is. I don't think that's kind of weird or a weird behavior. I think that's normal here in Canada. I think that's normal. I don't know, you know, where you are in the UK if that's normal, but it's normal here, right? Where they would, and they will even come over and talk to you. Hello, my name is such and such, you know, welcome to the neighborhood or whatever, right? You know, and if you move into a neighborhood where you find that the neighbors them are not very, very nice, then they're gonna make your life miserable. You know, try to move. You know, try to move out of there. You know, because as I said, you have good and you have bad. Don't get me wrong. There's good and bad. So, you know, you just have to just pick your battle or pick your neighborhood. You know, where you want to move into. You know, because you know it's people, there's rude people still out there, trust me. So Barbara said they believe I am a strange of behavior. Barbara said no, they all go about their daily duty same time. When they finish, they return back home at the same time. You mean everybody in the neighborhood? Everybody in the neighborhood, what, they work at the same workplace? That me no, sir. They must work at the same workplace. They have to work at the same workplace, to leave at the same time and come home at the same time. Everybody must work at the same workplace. So then start work at 7 o'clock in the morning. So they have to leave out, depends on how far their workplace is. Then they leave out 6:30. If they half an hour drive or 20 minutes drive, they leave out 6:30. They have to. and when they done work 3:30 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, then they come back home. That's the only way me can look at it. It took 10 years before someone greet me, hello, good morning, how are you? So Barbara, what may I say now? So everybody in the neighborhood leave at the same time, go to work, and everybody come back in the same time, right? How is that possible? Are they work at the same workplace? Cause I never heard of this before. I never heard of this before. Like you live in a neighborhood where everybody leave if you go to work the same time and then leave and come home the same time. All of them have to be working at the same workplace, right? Because I know different workplace start different time zone. You understand? Some work at 9 to 5, you know? So, yes, everyone in the neighborhood, but they all have different jobs to go to. But that's all they do. Oh, so basically what you're trying to say is that they're not a nice neighbor then. Like they just go to work and come back and go in at them house. They not really interact with other people or stuff like that. That's where you talk about them. Then leave and go to their work. They don't have anybody visiting them. Only the pass man or delivery service or mailman. Boy, Barbara, I mean, I know what kind of neighborhood that, to be honest with you. I don't know. That's strange one, brother. That's very, very strange. Me not know about that, brother, because if I live in that people neighborhood like that, me I move. I am moving. If I live into a neighborhood like that, I am moving. I don't know about you, Barbara, but I will move. Yeah, they have different. Move away. I will move. Yeah, man. I will move, Barbara. I will. Yes, I never heard of that before. This is something strange to me. I never heard of it. So this is kind of a mystery. Or this is just a story you're telling me. It have to be a story because I never heard of this before. And if anybody on the live or in the bush ever heard of this before, please comment in the comment section. So Barbara said they don't socialize or go to church. Well, if they doesn't want to go to church, that's their belief. That's number one. And if they doesn't want to socialize with the rest of the neighbors, them that's their personal choice. Like you can't force a person to socialize if they doesn't want to socialize, right? Each for themselves. Like it's just like a person I say, yo, I don't have any friends, and maybe that person have a reason why he or she doesn't want any friends. They like to be by themselves. So yeah, like, you know, so yes, it's strange, but I am comfortable in my lovely house. And there you go. There you go. So there's you come back to around to what I was saying to you earlier on when I just came on the live, right? Just be yourself. You cannot live for others. You gotta make yourself happy, right? And if you're happy living in your home, it doesn't matter your surrounding, and no matter what people want to think or say or how they look at you, As long as you're happy within here, that's the most important thing. And that's the most valuable thing you can possibly think of is life. And that can even worth more than diamond and gold. You know, when you have that peace of mind and that love inside of your heart. You understand? And that's what make your day so beautiful and wonderful when you have that peace of mind. So don't let nobody change that, you know. So you keep doing what you're doing and don't let nobody change it. Yes, it's strange, but I am comfortable in my lovely home there. Yes. And Barbara say, yes, it like the tower light zone. TW lights. Yeah, man, just relax in a your home and make nobody, you know, bother you. But if some the same, some that doesn't live in the neighborhood, they look out of the window. Okay. Well, maybe they're thinking that a strange neighborhood you live into, you know, and you know, people I don't know. I just don't know how to explain that to you or tell you. Obviously, you know, you're telling me that you're happy in your lovely home, right? But is it deep down inside of you you're really happy, you know? Because you might think that your neighbor them are weird or strange. So obviously something is bothering you. So you can't I always says house is a thing where you can always get back. You can always build back. Yeah, it may look like a nice, beautiful house in that neighborhood, but you gotta ask yourself, do you really happy? Because by you texting me and talking to me now, it doesn't seems like you are happy. You're more attached to the house that you're living in than actually anything else, because now you're saying that they don't go to church, they don't socialize, they don't this, so you're letting them bother you right now, which I'm trying to explain to you. So don't let them bother you. And if they, and I think inside of this is my personal opinion, that you know, now you feel like, I feel like you're not happy in the neighborhood that you are, right? But because you love the house, that's the only reason why you're there, right? And I'm trying to say to you, if you can leave, you understand, and find a different neighborhood, you can even find more beautiful house there and better house, you understand, or even build one, right? Even build one the way how you want it, design it the way how you want it, right? And be more happy than living to that neighborhood where you think that the people them are strange and weird, you know. But if, okay, like, so Barbara says, but if some say some that doesn't live in the neighborhood, they look out their windows, but I am the only black family amongst them. So this is the thing, right? um this is not gonna stop regardless, right? Whether you're black or you're white. And I always says, you know, racism and all that stuff will never stop. It will never stop. And as I said to you before, Barbara, maybe you choose the wrong neighborhood, right? Maybe you choose the wrong neighborhood. I think you're attached to that house where, you know, you say it's a nice house that you could, you know, there's other house out there where, you know, you want your kids them to grow up happy. I don't know if you have kids, but you said family, so I'm assuming that, you know, your wife, your husband and your kids them, right? So you want your kids to be happy. I also wanted them to go outside and play with other kids and, you know, have fun. So you can't really cloak them up inside. So that is my suggestion to you. I would rather move away from there And because believe it or not, Barbara, I'm gonna tell you this. I am a family man myself. I live for my family, right? I live for my family. And if they're unhappy, I am unhappy. If they're happy, I am happy. So the thing about this, if you can move away and then make them happier by getting outside and play and interact with other kids in the neighborhood, then you're making them happy. But if you stay there attached to that house and say, yeah, I love this house, I want to stay here. It's beautiful and whatever. And so it's just basically you're pleasing yourself, but not your family, which and that's what the whole concept about family is. You're supposed to provide for your family. You're supposed to make them happy. You're supposed to, you do all what you can. That's why we start a family, because we want to do what we do as a parent, right? So that's the advice I could give to you, Barbara, especially if you have kids. If the people in the neighborhood is like that, move away, because their kids not gonna want to play with your kids, because you guys are the only black person in the neighborhood, and then the other one gonna say so. Just move away. That's all I gotta do. Just move away and find something and more. Because you're in the UK. You said you're in the UK. There is many beautiful neighborhoods and whatever, because UK itself depends on where. I don't know where in UK you're from, but there's a lot of Jamaican in the UK. There's a lot of African in the UK. There's people from all over the world is in the UK. There's a lot of neighbor. You have Birmingham. You have I don't know, in Manchester. You have all these different type of places there where there's a lot of you know black people, put it that way, our black neighborhoods. you know that is upscale neighborhood, if that's what you prefer. Like, when I mean by upscale, like with nice houses, and you know there where you can still find and live happy with your family, where your kids them can go outside and play with the other kids, and everybody can get along, right? Instead of have them in the house, and they can't go outside to play with the neighbors' kids, because the neighbors' kids doesn't want to play with them, or the neighbors tell their kids not to play with your kids, and it's a controversy. It's just, it doesn't seem right. I know if they are way of life or culture. I don't know. It's um as I said, there's other people. People have their own belief. you know and I always says, you know they see how they live and learn, right? And people have different reason to be the way they are, and without them telling you, you wouldn't know, right? So if they're that type of person, are mean and rude, and that's maybe coming down from family from generation. Maybe the mom and dad was like that, and then their mom and dad was like that, so it just passed on into the family for them to be like that, and they doesn't try to break the cycle and change, and be somebody better. But that's all they know, because that's how they were raised, that's how they were grown up. So I don't know if it's their culture or their way of life. It's, I would have more says, is their way of life, because culture have nothing to do with this, nothing at all. So okay, was unfortunate, believe it or not, it's the only decent neighborhood in the area. Well, as I said, Barbara, you have to move. um believe I live in the suburbs. Okay. So yeah, then there's a lot more other suburb neighborhood out there where you can actually um tune into and and live there. Like I would have said just go there and check it out and see if you see any house there that you like and move there. That's the only way. Like, there's other suburbs neighborhood there, you know. I I have lived in a violent neighborhood all my life in London. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's good for you now if you get out there and find something that is quiet and more more, I would say, more suitable for your family. Where, as I said, there's lots of place, and I know sometimes it's kind of hard because when people thinking about moving, right? They're thinking about like their whole entire life get disrupt when time you move, right? Because you're thinking about changing schools for your kids and even your job some time too. Depends on how far away you're gonna move. So yeah, all of that come in play, and when you're moving is a thing where you have to like sit down and plan it out and says this is what I want to do, you know, before you make that move, because it can be a very discernible one where you can your whole life can turn upside down. So where in London you live? Yes, guys. Thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. If you're just joining on to the live right now, give the live a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it, guys. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live, guys. Thumbs up the live. Give me live a thumbs up. I've been on here what an hour and something now. I think I'm gonna get off the live now, guys. I'm gonna get off and go get something to eat and go jump in the shower and get ready for work. And I just want to thank all of you guys for tuning in. I have Barbara and Blake in the life of Blake. Hazel I Vlog was here. Archie was here. I just want to thank you, Martis. Martis Vlog was here also. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, I gotta run. I'm gonna go get something to eat and then go take a shower, and then I'm gonna get ready for work. So thank you guys for tuning in. This was a short one. It was unexpected also. Because by seeing people going in and out, I have two, three, four, five sometime, and then tuning in and out. Nobody's texting. So you know what? I'm gonna tune off now and then go get ready and prepared for work. So thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. And Barbara says bye. Bye, Barbara. Take care. And it was a good conversation. You know, I enjoy it, you know, and think about moving from that neighborhood though, you know. All right, guys. So stay tuned, guys, for another one that's coming up tomorrow at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, guys. Um, yeah, so stay tuned for that one. All right.